Hi, it's First Lady here, and I am in the kitchen today, and I am making a vegetable plate with sweet potatoes that I have already cut up and chopped here. And also I have some yellow gold potatoes that I'm going to chop up, and I'm going to season them with extra virgin olive oil, and I'm going to probably put some other seasoning, some salt, pepper, or maybe some Creole seasoning or something, and maybe some dash seasoning. And I'm gonna pop these into the air fryer so that they can get crispy and soft. And then I'm gonna make it into a bowl in terms of putting it in the skillet with some oil and some arugula and spinach and mushrooms and onions. So it's going to be like a one pot vegetable dish. So it's going to be great. I don't yet know what I'm going to call it, but I think I'm going to call it my one skillet meal. So I'll be back, and let's go ahead and get started cooking. All right, we are back, and I'm going to add some of the the Creole seasoning, a little bit, and I'm going to add a little of the Cajun seasoning to slap your mama. I love this because it really kind of gives a really good flavor in terms of like just adding a little bit of heat, a little bit of spice, and I'm adding the dash. And I can use this liberally because this dash has 0 salt. So I use a lot more of it. It just has a lot of seasonings and other spices, but no salt. So I'm just adding that a lot because I want these potatoes to be really, really flavorful because they're going in the air fryer. Now I'm going to use the extra virgin olive oil. That's quite a bit, I know, but I want to make these potatoes kind of crispy. And the way that they crisp up is if you kind of, spread the oil kind of liberally. Okay, you can see the oil moving around there. And I'm just moving it around with my wooden spoon here. And it's going to go in the air fryer probably about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes for all of the potatoes to get tender, soft, but yet still flavorful and a little bit of crisp on the outside. So that's the thing I'm going to do. They're going to go into this air fryer, and I am going to actually have some arugula, baby spinach, and arugula. And that's going to be delicious when I put it in my skillet. So this is going to be a one skillet meal tonight. And I have some bread here that I may use. I may have that just on the side. All right, so as we continue our plant-based meals, we're having a lot of fun learning some new recipes, making some healthy dishes. So this is the air fryer. I'm just going to turn it on, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and it is time to add the other ingredients to the skillet that I am making. I'm making a skillet meal. Uh-oh, drop that. I'm gonna add the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And as my skillet is getting hot, you can see the fire is on. I'm just gonna let the skillet get hot. And I'll just show you what I'm going to be adding. I have some just yellow onion here that I chopped up. I have some sliced mushrooms that I am going to add to this skillet meal. And remember, we have these sweet potatoes and the golden yellow potatoes, and they are going to go right into the skillet as well. They are finishing up cooking, and you can see the seasoning on them. They are going to be great. All right, so that's going to continue. So my skillet is getting hot now. I'm going to go ahead and add the onion. And as the onions kind of cook, I'll move them around in this oil. And hopefully that will start to sizzle here shortly. But I like to move it around in the oil, let some of the oil get incorporated on these onions. And sometimes as it sizzles, you can add a little bit of black pepper or some other seasonings that you might want to add. I'm just going to add a little bit more of the Creole seasoning to the onion, just a little bit, not too much, and some of the dash seasoning, and this is of course salt free, so you can really be liberal with that. All right, so as it is beginning to cook, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm eating food, you know, that I'm making at home, I really like to season it well. But I try not to use too much salt because salt can really get you into trouble. All right, so now let me get the potatoes. And I'll go ahead and turn that off. I'll bring this right over. I'm gonna add the mushrooms really quickly. And they're gonna add depth of flavor to this dish as well. So I'm just gonna move that around. I am gonna turn the fire down now to low. Because now you're essentially just wanting to get the vegetables just a little bit translucent, opaque, if you will, these onions to get a little bit translucent with these wonderful mushrooms. And then now, of course, I'm getting ready to add the peppers, the potatoes, the sweet potatoes and the yellow potatoes. I'm just adding them right back into this skillet. And there you have it. That smells amazing. I'm just going to move it around. I shouldn't have to add any more oil. The potatoes are already done. I'm just really just letting the mushrooms get a little soft and the onions get a little bit soft. Ooh, that smells amazing. Now you can add other ingredients to this as you like them. I'm just doing the sweet potatoes and the yellow potatoes and the onions and the mushrooms right now. And I'm going to add the baby spinach and arugula. And sometimes you can add this at the very last moment. So I'm just gonna lightly wash these and I'm gonna add them and I'll be right back. All right, I have this mini naan bread that I'm going to pop in the oven. It's just a flat bread. And I love to just pop it in the oven on the broiler and just let it warm up on both sides. So I'm gonna do that really quickly. And I just put it in my oven just straight up on the rack. Just like so. And then I flip it over after about a minute, and that's how I do it. All right, so now I want to add a little of this arugula, and it's going to be great. So I'm excited about that, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, I just put the arugula just right on the dish. in the pan. This is arugula and spinach. And I'm really just gonna lightly flip this around in the dish and let it cook. I don't want it completely, totally wilted, but I do want the arugula and the spinach to be just slightly warmed and cooked. You could even just put it in raw, and as it goes, you know, moves around in your bowl, it will certainly wilt down. And so that's my goal here, is to just let it wilt down just a little bit. Now, you can make this a vegetarian if you don't want to do plant-based, because there's a restaurant near where we are, and it's called First Watch. And they have this same, well, similar to this dish. It's their Harvest, $1 Million Harvest bowl. And they do the same thing, except for they just do a scrambled egg or an egg of your choice, a couple of eggs of your choice. So if you want a scrambled egg, or if you want to put a sunny side up, eggs over easy. See how nicely this has wilted down. And actually, you guys, this is actually ready. So let me check on the bread here. I'm just going to flip the bread over really quick. And sometimes it will kind of tear up on you. Just be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, so I'm just moving it around, making sure it's getting warm all the way through. And I'm about to pull that out. And it is almost time to eat. We have our bowl here our skillet here that we're gonna make into our bowl, $1 Million Harvest, similar to what they have at First Watch. So I'm excited to try this plant-based. All right, I'll be back with the finished product. All right, this is the protein addition to the bowl if you want to have an egg to kind of raise the level of protein in this dish. So my sweet husband is doing his famous scrambled eggs. And you can just really add it right to the top of your bowl. So that's what we're going to do. Look how beautiful the colors are in this dish. All right. So now it is time to actually plate up. So let's go ahead and let's plate it up and let's give it a taste. All right, let me plate for you guys. I want you to see just how beautiful this dish is in the bowl, and I hope I can get it in here without making a complete mess. But this is the $1 Million Harvest, and it has the sweet potatoes, the yellow potatoes, mushrooms, onions, spinach, and arugula. All right, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So now let me taste it. Ooh, it's still hot too. I'm always trying to taste while it's hot, but I want you guys to know how good it is. All right, I'm just gonna get a little bit of everything, the spinach, the onions, mushrooms, and the 2 types of potatoes. Ooh, that may be too much because it's gonna be hot. Let me try again. All right, let's try not to put so much. All right, let me give it a taste. It's hot. All right. So delicious. It's so satisfying. And let me say this, guys. If you want to add some fish or some kind of beef or chicken, you can make that, you know, an addition if you're not doing plant-based, okay? All right, this is it. I'm just gonna have a bite of my flatbread here. This is an excellent weeknight meal. Delicious, hot, very flavorful. You can even put, you know, your toppings if you want to put different toppings like some salsa or some fresh tomatoes or other toppings you want to put on yours to make it elevate the flavor. So let me know how you like this recipe. This is plant-based, you guys. This is a harvest, $1 million harvest bowl. It's just got your basic potatoes. It's a great dish for the fall, you know, as the weather starts to cool. So let me know how you like it. Share this video. Give me a thumbs up. And thank you guys for watching. I'm trying so hard to get to 10,000 subscribers. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And let me know how you like this recipe. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And most of all,